Hello there. My name remains Ajiboye Oladapo Jacob, and in this video, we want to apply what we did in the lesson 1, distance between 2 points. We want to apply it in solving jamb question. And I would also like to say this: I welcome you to the Global Tutor virtual class. In case you are just coming across our video, this is the Global Tutor virtual class, and we are actually running a series for jamb revision. So let's take past question from jamb. I will solve 4 questions in this video, and I will employ you to please search for more questions in your past question. And anyone that is difficult for you to solve, you can reach us via our Twitter handle, our Facebook handle, our Instagram handle, or simply send email to us. All are available on our site. Thank you. Let's solve the first question. We'll be picking the first question from 2008, question 33. If you have a past question, you can open to it. 2008, question 33. It reads, calculate distance between point L, they gave you L, minus 1, minus 6, and M, which is minus 3, minus 5. This goes to confirm the fact that I told you in the last video that the examiner can choose to name the points anyhow, using any alphabet. We were using A and B, X and Y in the last video. But look at this question in 2008. The examiner used L and M. How do we solve it? The same way we have been solving. Ln will be square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So you come and name the points x1, y1, x2, y2. So what do we have? Ln equals square root of x2 minus 3 minus x1 minus 1, everything squared, plus y2. What is y2? Minus 5 minus, what is y1? Minus 6, everything squared. So we have square root of minus times minus plus. So minus 3 plus 1, that gives me minus 2 squared, plus minus times minus plus. So minus 5 plus 6, that gives me 1, everything squared. So what do I have here? Minus 2 squared, that is 4. 1 squared, that is 1. So this plus this, the final answer will be what? Square root of 5. So your answer is root 5. I'll go through the solution again. Jamb gave us point L and point M as minus 1, minus 6, minus 3, minus 5. And our formula remains x square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So we label our points x1, y1, x2, y2, and we substitute. That leads us to what? Root 5. That is 2008, question 33. Let's take another question. Another question. That will be 2001, question 29. I'll read the question. We were given that point P, 6, 1, and point Q, 6, 6. That's the question. They said P, 6, 1, and Q, 6, 6 are the two ends of the diameter of a given circle. Calculate the radius. Now, this question is somehow technical. How do I mean? If you draw a circle, this is the center. The line joining the circle that passes through the center is what we refer to as the diameter. So we are now told that this is P and this is Q. Now, the question now asks us to find the what? The radius. It means if we do not get the distance between P and Q, we cannot get the radius. And how do we do that? PQ equals square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So label the point x1, y1, x2, y2. So what do we have? Square root of x2, 6 minus 6 squared plus y2, 6 minus y1, 1 squared. This will give me square root of this minus this, 0 squared, plus this minus this, 5 squared. So at the end of the day, 0 squared will give me 0, 5 squared will give me 25. So it means PQ will be square root of 25, meaning your PQ will be what? 5. Is this the question? No. The question has asked us for radius. And we know that the radius is always given as diameter divided by 2. So it follows therefore that the what? The radius of that circle will be 5 over 2, which gives me 2.5 units. That is the solution to 2001 question 29. Solution to 2009 question 29. I'll run through it. We're given P and Q as the ends of the diameter, this and this, and we are asked to calculate the radius, and that is what we have just done. So 2 more questions to go, but go through this, quickly put it in your notebook. Quickly put it in your notebook. We have solved 2008 33. We have solved 2001 29. So let's solve more questions. I promise 4. I have solved 2. So let me solve the other 2 questions that are picked at random from the jamb pack. I picked them at random in the jamb pack. So let's consider this question from jamb 2009 question 33. The question reads, what is the value of r if the distance between the points 4, 2 and 1, r is 3 units? I'll repeat. What is the value of r if the distance between the points 4, 2 and 1, r is 3 units? Let's solve it together. x1, y1, x2, y2. What is the formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So what do we have? We have the answer, that's the distance, is what? 3. So you have 3 equals square root of x2, 1 minus x1, 4, everything squared, plus y2, r minus y1, 2, everything squared. So you have 3 equals this minus this, that gives me minus 3 squared plus r minus 2 squared. Now from here you have 3 equals minus 3 squared, that will give me square root of 9 plus r minus 2 squared. What do we now do? Let's square both sides. So you square both sides. If you square both sides, you have 3 squared equals square root of 9 plus r minus 2 squared, everything squared. So this square will take care of the square roots. So we are left with this times this. 3 squared, 9, equals 9 plus r minus 2 squared. So what do we do? Collect the like terms. So you have r minus 2 squared equals 9 minus 9. So you have r minus 2 squared equals 0. Now, this r minus 2 squared implies r minus 2, r minus 2 equals 0. For this expression to be 0, it means r minus 2 is 0, then r is 2. meaning the R here is 2. That is the solution to JAMB 2009 question 33. Go through it again. X1, Y1, S2, Y2. And the distance between the 2 points is 3 units. The formula remains: distance between 2 points equals square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So if we substitute all these values into this and we solve, we are going to obtain our R to be 2. The last question for this video. The last question for this video. The question reads, I'm actually going to rub this part of the board, but let me put the question there. If the distance between x, 3 and minus x, 2 is 5, find the value of x. S is unknown. The question is from 1998, question 32. JAMB 1998, question 32. So let's rub this part of the board and then we solve the question. I would just implore you, search for more questions in your past question and solve. If this question should come out in JAMB 2021 and you are unable to solve it, then you have failed the purpose of this video. I want you to see the question and it will be a bonus to you. The question reads x, 3 and minus x, 2. And the question said the distance between them is 5 units. So this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. What's the formula? The same. Distance is square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. So what's the distance? 5 equals square root of x2 minus x minus x1. This is x. So squared plus y2, 2 minus y1, 3. Everything squared. So you have 5 equals minus x, that gives me minus 2x, everything squared, plus 2 minus 3, that gives me minus 1 squared. So I have 5 equals minus 2 squared, minus 2x squared, that's square root of minus times minus, that will give me 4x squared. Then minus 1 squared, that will give me 1. So what do I do now? Let me square both sides. If I square both sides, I'm going to have 5 squared equals square root of 4x squared plus 1 squared. This will take care of this. So 5x squared will give me 25 equals 4x squared plus 1. So what do we do? Collect the like terms. 4x squared equals 25 minus 1. So 4x squared equals 24. So what do we do? Divide both sides by 4. This divide by 4. 24 divided by 4. This will take care of this. 4 here, 1, 4 here, 6. So x squared will be 6. So x will be what? Square root of 6. That is the answer to JAMB 1998, question 32. Look for more questions in your JAMB bag and solve them. Good luck.